What's up, Dragonauts? Welcome back to the channel where we breathe fire into the standard meta and believe in getting those burning hot top decks. Today is going to be no different with some Jund Rhythm, courtesy of Adamlavadad. Before I get into the deck, though, please remember to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all the latest decks coming out for the Lorwyn and soon TMNT meta. We are going to enter into a new standard meta, and there's going to be even more exciting decks. Speaking of exciting decks, let's touch base about this deck, and it is a blast to run thanks to the Badgermole Cub from Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is a 2-mana 2/2 little cube Badgermole Cub. Comes into play, Earthbend 1, but when you tap a creature for mana, it makes an extra green source, which pumps the value of mana rolling for this deck. You are going to be running the Gene Pollinator package, the Llanowar Elf package, as well as the Leyline Weaver package, all of your early mana doors, so that you can run Nature's Rhythm. From Tarkir Dragonstorm, this X and 2 green is a great tutor card, being able to find any creature from your deck as long as its mana value is X or less. Primarily, you're going to funnel all this mana in order to grab Craterhoof, the 8-mana 5/5 Trample Haste, and when it comes into play, your creatures get +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you control, and they gain Trample until end of turn. The big game finisher here. However, this isn't the only way that the deck is actually going to close out the game. Nature's Rhythm is definitely a key part, but we are able to take advantage of all the extra mana we're producing thanks to Badgermole Cub and our mana dorks, and utilize Devastating Onslaught. From Edge of Eternity, the Devastating Onslaught is 2XX and a red, where you make X copies of a creature, they gain haste until end of turn, but then you have to sacrifice them. What is amazing about Devastating Onslaught is the capability to just produce absurd amount of mana or combo off in a turn. I'm talking about making copies of your Leyline Weaver, copies of your Badgermole, just big ways to make more mana, to do more absurdities, or one of my favorite things, make X copies of Ouroboroid, also from Edge of Eternities, this 4-mana 1/3, seemingly not doing much until the beginning of combat, where it gets it gives your board +X/+X, where X is its power. Permanent counters, by the way. So Devastating Onslaught on the Ouroboroid, getting like 4 or 5, is just game ending. Your creatures are going to be like +20, +25, if not larger. Your opponent really isn't going to know what to do with it. Now, in order to make sure that you're getting this combo and having all the cards with it, we are playing a couple copies of the Formidable Speaker. This lets you go ahead and discard a card. It is from Lorwyn. It's great. When you discard that card, go ahead and search your library for any creature card you want. Need a Badgermole? No problem. Need a Craterhoof? No problem. Need a Surrak? No problem. But Surrak is in the list too. Surrak is actually a little great card for us to be running. Just having Trample 4/3 body can't be countered. It's also a valuable card engine for us, as Badgermole Cub decks do usually get targeted by removal. Anyways, though, Dragonauts, this is Jund Rhythm from Adamlavadad. Please enjoy the games. Grab the play here. If I had a Badgermole, I'd keep. I'm probably gonna mulligan here. Well, I'm gonna risk it. I've done worse on 1 mana. I'll risk it. They never answer our Llanowar Elf. And all we need to do is top deck a land. Oh, they had Steam Rip. Uh-oh. Whoa. Top deck a land. Never punished. Let's go. Badgermole. Badgermole hit the marsh. Chat, we're never punished, so it's fine. Okay, Inquisitor. Dirge. Okay, Inquisitor again, jeez. Wow, Oppo was just like set here. Okay, no attacks. Suki, interesting. No blocks. Badgermole. Animate. Tap for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Tap for 4. Untap. Ouroboroid. No attacks. Alright, we've got a board. We've played through a lot of removal. Another Seam Rip was unfortunate, but fine. I mean, they can take the Weaver or a Cub, which is fine. And just block here. When I take 3, I go to 9, and they lose 1. That's fine. Like, they're kind of out of cards here. Land is great. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could just do this again for 4. Untap in our Weaver here. Doorkeeper Thrall. Sure. Let me grab a Ouroboroid. Let me swing for 15 damage. 15 damage seems fine, right, chat? That seems good. Imagine Genesis Wave instead of One-Roid. I like the ability to be able to just go grab what we need. Like, I block Thrall in the air. And I block Suki here. There's game 1. Adam, am I playing your deck right? Am I doing it right? Wave gets everything? It gets everything, but it doesn't necessarily get everything we want. Personally, I like specific tutor. That's me. I just prefer specific tutors. Alright, I'm liking Deathmark, because Deathmark is 1 mana, get rid of whatever the heck I want. And I like Rex Sage. Looking good to me, let's go. I'm going to cut Sirach on this one. Probably I'm going to cut a Pollinator. I usually go down on Pollinators on game 2 because we're on the draw, and I like the ability to have a little bit other interaction. Hex hits a decent amount of their stuff, so I'm not opposed to still having Hex. I think I could cut a Dirge and a Triumph. I maybe just could cut the Bitter Triumphs. Go interaction, then you think that's true. I maybe go Tactics. Maybe I am just playing in the 3rd Pollinator. Alright, maybe I'm gonna keep the Pollinator. I'm just gonna go Deathmark, Tactics, Rex Sage. Still have 23 creatures. The Gen Golgari version runs less creatures than the Teamer and Simic version, so which is fine. So I can cast Pollinator into Weaver, get access to Tactics, or have Rhythm. I need a 3rd land to get advantage of Rhythm. I don't dislike this, because at least this sets up Pollinator into Weaver, and then I could still cast in the Tactics on turn 2, while having my critters. So I don't hate that. Badgermole helps a lot. We'll see if we dodge Seam Rip, I guess. But if they Seam Rip Pollinator, I'm kind of okay with it. Okay. Go to draw. Remain, play this in. We're going to go Badgermole. I gotta hold up full control in case they interact with my Badgermole. Okay, Badgermole dies. That's why I held up interaction. And then I just play in the Weaver, and then we have Nature's Rhythm to go find another Badgermole. We have a lot of redundancy to grab our stuff. Clarion Conqueror. Well, that does spell a little bit of a nuisance. Voice of Victory. My gosh, triple Voice of Victory. Oh no. Triple voice is a little unfortunate. Don't see that often. It comes up now with Cub decks. Usually it's a sideboard, but I would not be surprised if this is main deck for them because they look like they're just mono white. Which is fine, but I am shut off at the moment, and I don't have Bitter Triumphs to handle that, so we need to draw into Deathmark. I will say no attacks and pass the turn. That's why there's Deathmark. Just never. Yeah. I don't ever like to like earthbend specific color sources if it's my only one. So I'm glad we earthbended a land, which is fine. Attacking still is a little bit awkward for them here. Like, I'll trade off my forest here. I'll just cast in a Ouroboroid, I guess. Okay, no attacks. Like, we're not dead. I can't answer that. Well, I can block the Conqueror now with the Weaver. So that's good. I probably still just take, like, a turn of Clarion damage. Oh. Well, that stinks. They got me on the Wrath. I need to land off the top. Okay, didn't get a land off the top, but I can still do this. We can grab a Cub. Hit the Forest. Play in our Pollinator. Still have blockers against the Voice, and I still can cast the Ouroboroid into the Weaver. So I'm not dead yet. Interesting. Alright, I'll double block. I guess, like, a worst case, yeah, they activate the Air Temple. That was my misplay. I shouldn't have done that. Cub dies. They didn't play in the Clarion, though. So that might actually be beneficial for me. Pass the turn? I mean, unless they have another Avenger's Wrath. Then I might be in trouble. Sorry, Avatar's Wrath. Seamrip, okay. MTG gang. Hey, what's going on, Cure? How you doing, friend? Welcome, welcome. Seamrip sucks, but sure. How you doing? I'm doing good, friend. I'm doing good. How you doing? I am doing all right. We're playing some viewer decks today in Mythic Laddering, just hanging out, having a good time, and enjoying the Lorwyn meta. You're doing pretty good? I am glad to hear. Double voice. All right. This damage is gonna hurt next turn. And I am very not here for it. Am I going to 5? So I go to 5, I take 4, then I go to 1. But I have not enough blockers, so I don't think it's worth it. So I have to do this. I have to do Rhythm for 2. No, not Map on Ouro. It's Nature's Rhythm on 2 for Weaver. Because then my Weaver is a blocker in the air against the Clarion Conqueror. Yeah, and I also can't map because of the Clarion Conqueror. I think we're still fine, though. So I block here. And we block like this. I think we're still fine. Can I afford to take the Clarion damage? No, I can't. I have to kill the Clarion Conqueror. But I'm pretty sure I just win on this next attack, because they all out attack there. Yeah, they tempo, but I think we just win. I mean, I can also just go ahead and grab a cub here. For good measure. And that should just be lethal. And there we go. Game 2. Even beat through Clarion Conqueror. Maybe you can tell I'm a Nietzsche's Rhythm player. I think they were dead without the cub, but I just... Now that I think about it. So, Kiora, I gotta ask. What is your... Obviously, you play Commander. What is your favorite Commander deck? I am gonna keep. What is your go-to Commander deck or colors? What do you like to play? I myself am a... anything that's in a red deck for Commander personally. So I play a lot of Teamer or Jund in Commander, Naya as well. I think I just go Leyline Weaver. Potentially they just kill the Weaver here with a Shock or a Burst Lightning. So it's mono red. It is not mono red. Okay. It is Boros. Boros can be scary. Sheltered by Ghost and Boros Charm are both very awkward things that push damage and remove our mana dorks. If we manage to get down Ouroboroid, we can push through. Depending on how they tap out here, though. We are just going to take the 2, though. Go to 17. Let that resolve. Cast in Ouroboroid. It's a tough choice. My pet deck is my $13 budget Yaros deck of gold. That is sick. Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief. Ivy's very sweet too. Let's go ahead and I assume Lightning Strike. Kill you at least. So I lose my Roid. So we lost a Mana Dork and a Roid. Unfortunate. Another one gone. Alright. Well, chat not going so good. That's very slick though. Hellkite, sure. Ivy is a lot of fun. There's some very cool stuff Ivy does. My next deck in Commander is Zinnia with Offspring and Airbending. Ooh. That's kind of cool, Foozy, alright. And Semblance, Ammo, and Convoke Enablers. Oh, Uso Clones. Alright, I dig. We might just be dead. I'm not drawing anything. Nature's Rhythm off the top would be kind of gas. But not so lucky. Oh, the third Nova Hellkite. Yikes. We get to draw a card here. That's not what I want. That is not what I want. And you have a Boros Charm to kill me. Yep. Well, I mean, it's a lot of removal. It kind of is how you beat an Ouroboroid kind of deck. Hex still feels good. I like the Triumph. I'm not sure we're actually sideboarding anything against them. We're on the play too, so I'm going to keep. We're on the play. I can be offensive. I can go on the offense and push the damages. It's been so long since I played Commander. My last Commander game, I think, was MagicCon Atlanta at this point. Love if I just had a turn 1. I think I'm mulliganing. Alright, well, I mean, I asked. Probably Triumph is gonna go. Like, at least with Dirge, I can bring back my Mana Dorks. Or I can set up to use my Mana Dorks. Pushing for 1. You gonna kill it? You gonna kill it? No. All right. Leyline Weaver. You gonna kill it? You gonna kill it? You gonna kill it? Yeah, you're gonna kill it. Unfortunate. 2 and a pass. We'll do Shockland pass. Attack. You gonna kill it? You gonna kill it? Oh, you gonna kill it? No, you're gonna kill it. Come on, you're gonna kill it. You're gonna kill it. Make your choice. You're gonna kill it. No, alright. Pass the turn. You gonna kill it? You finally killed it. No, you're dealing me 4. You wasted all that time. Alright. This takes 3, 4, 5. I could try to go for a Ouroboroid here. I just kind of hope they don't have a lightning strike. Sucks that they do. Yep, they do. God. Well, rip me. See? Listening. Yeah, Hellcat kills my dork. Unfortunate. Down to 10. My other option there was to go with, like, Nature's Rhythm to grab a cub. I think I'm doing this for cub. Stay next past the turn. They have another Hellkite like they did last game. Kind of is what it is. Alright. Ouroboroid? You gonna kill it? You gonna kill it? You gonna kill it? Triggers on the stack. Nope, you're not gonna kill it. Am I gonna attack? Yes. Okay, pass the turn. Hey, what's going on, Soft Samurai? How you doing, friend? Sure, I go to 6. Play a version of Union in your local standard? Heck yeah. Which version? Are you Abzan or are you rockin' Naya? Yep. Helix to 3. Do I win here? 4, 7 is 11. No, that's 5. I don't. I am like 1 damage off. That's unfortunate. I am actually like 1 damage off here. Well, I did misplay. I did misplay. I was supposed to do this for Leyline Weaver. Yeah, that was a misplay. 100%. That was on me. I should have... Yeah, that didn't matter anyways. Okay, good game. That's not entirely true. Actually, I could have lived at 1. Would that have actually... Would I have won the game if I did that? So, I were quitting Hex. I blight 1. I hit my Weaver. I think I missed lethal, actually. Shoot, I didn't count that right. So, I tap my black. I blight 1 on the Weaver. I destroy and gain 2 life. I would have lived at 2. Ouroboroid would have gotten 4. I think we would have won, actually, because Ouroboroid would have become 8. Badgermole would have been 9. Blooming Marsh would have been 8 as well. 8 and 8 is 16, plus 9 is 27. I did miss lethal. I scooped through that too quick. That was on me. So yeah, I had lethal. Shoot. I missed that. My bad. Okay, so that would have been damage. So yeah, so the play here was tapping the swamp and using Requiting Hex, blighting 1 on my Weaver, and then killing the Weaver. I would have gained 2 life and been alive at 2, but you know what? Sure. I got Covenant to Ouroboroid. We keep, because we're going to top deck Nature's Rhythm. We keep to top deck Nature's Rhythm. That is the play. Oh, double Ouroboroid. I like that. Verge. Okay, what are you playing? Rakdos, what? Rakdos Midrange, Rakdos Aggro, Rakdos Lizards. What are you playing? I like the list, Adam. Feels good. I'm a big fan of how you've taken the Jund variation. Okay, we are getting roped. Rakdos Wizards. It might be positive. It might be. It could be. Could be running Genome. I don't know. See if they kill the Cub. Yep. Torch on the Cub. 2, attack, 1, pass. I mean, if they're burning a torch already, that's fine. I can answer whatever creature they play here and just go Ouroboroid or Ouroboroid in the next 2 turns. Which is, you know, just a very strong creature state. All depends on what else they got. I mean, there was that deck we ran into earlier that was just like Torch, the Plasma Bolt. That was a Gruul deck, though. That was the Gruul Artifacts list. Probably discard a land. 3 mana and Ropin. Feels good. What you gonna cast, Oppo? Slasher. Well. Boop. And the Slasher goes a boop. I'd so love to play you, but I just have to go Ouroboroid. Because in the off chance they have a Bloodlet or Vaclazots, like, I don't want this thing swinging and then me blocking. I also just don't want to take the damage and lose half my life and be on an even bigger clock. Freeboot is fine. Brynhilder. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and buff up the board, and then I'm going to swing for 8. Having the recursion makes it a lot harder for them to remove. It's true, it does. It does. You exiled Caesarean Voidborn. Whenever another creature artifact dies, lose a life, gain a life. Interesting. They can't warp it, at least. So they get a scry and a treasure here. Keeping the card and the treasure. Sure. Slasher still can't attack. They didn't use the treasure on there, so their next card they cast this turn for creature-wise gets haste. Swamp Deadly Cover-Up. I mean, could have been. Thankfully, they played in the vent, so thankfully not, but it could have been. Deadly Cover-Up would have hurt. It wouldn't have been able to exile things, but it would have hurt. It's 4 mana. Playing in the Zealot, sure. I think we just have lethal, though. If they don't have a removal spell, I'm pretty sure we have lethal. Okay. Conviction, concede. All right. That answers my question. We did, in fact, have lethal. Well. Sacrifice is an interesting choice. Law K9. Yeah. Get him, doggy. We trying. I'm gonna bring in tactics. I think I'm cutting Surrock. I think I'm gonna cut Surrock and a Pollinator. It's kind of like sacrifice. I assume they have a Bloodletter of Ackles in there. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. But I'm only gonna bring in the tactics. I don't know enough to bring in the other items. Like, there's Duress could have a few hits and be okay. Day of the Black Sun, we didn't really see them going wide, so I'm not as inclined to bring in that. So I think that's okay. I think that's okay, chat. Same, yeah, like, tactics elites. Tactics gives me hand information, it exiles something. I will neck deck before playing Slasher. I think Slasher is just one of the cards I never really became a fan of. I don't know. Tactics into Weaver Cub. This is pretty good, actually. I can tactics on 1 into Weaver on 2 with Badgermole. It's just not very flavorful. Totally fair. Would rather lose than play Slasher Bloodletter. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's not a bad thing. Slasher never, like, screamed to me as, like, oh, what a cool card. Bloodletter I liked. I did kind of enjoy seeing Bloodletter. I thought that was interesting. Yeah, Slasher, yeah, I don't know. Just Slasher never really, captured me. Thankfully, I mean, Slasher rotates in, the start of 2027. January 1st, 2027, Slasher and Bloodletter both rotate. All right, I'm gonna tactics. What's your hand? Oh, it's a Phoenix ship. Oh, that's so cool. I think I beat the Phoenix ship, so I'm gonna hit the Slasher. Okay, so it's a sacrifice Phoenix ship deck. That's kind of cool. Lane of the Brynhilder into Rakshasa? Yeah, that's fine. I'll go Weaver. Double Rakshasa could hurt. The Mind Link Mech Bloodletter? That was interesting. If you want Slash's effect Grievous Wounds. Positive, you're not wrong. That is definitely a way to do it. That is definitely a way to do it. I mean, they're playing land. I don't think they're playing Phoenix. Well, they're not casting Phoenix Ship. They are doing Rakshasa. I don't think they attack with the Rakshasa, though. And Brynhilder next turn is just gonna die. You are attacking with it. No blocks. I mean, sure, like, that's fine. I'll go to 11, because I just get to cast a Ouroboroid this turn. Yeah, you know what? I'll play out the Lane Aura off. That's fine. Okay. Like, even if they have the Rakshasa and swing with it, not a big deal. Phoenix Ship puts me on a bit of a clock, but I think my clock is currently bigger than the opponent's. Four, 8, 5, 13. Oh, they had no Ouroboroid. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. That eats up their whole turn, so yeah, sure. I am super duper okay with that. Gimme. Mine. And I guess I could speaker. I'll discard the dirge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just take Craterhoof and win next turn. So cool. That seems fine. I like it. I like it. Like, they double cast Rakshasa, but it doesn't matter. Free booty doesn't matter. We gonna hoof all day long. Alright, swing and a win. Swing and a win. I like it. That is 2-1. Arguably, that should have been a 3-0, but that's on me. That was definitely on me. Very sweet, though. I mean, like, Hoof just cleans stuff up. The speaker, like, speaker is as good as we all thought it is. Directly tutoring a creature, just strong. Well, I gotta say, Devastating Onslaught is certainly an explosive card, and I think we've seen that through nth degrees of games, and these are no different, especially on Ouroboroid. My goodness, the amount of counters. But anyways, Adam, thank you so much for this deck. This was an absolute blast to play in Dragonlance. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. It is always appreciated. Please remember to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all the new decks coming out. And as always, keep believing. I'll catch you next time.